I've decided to address the ridiculous subject of recent unfortunate unfollows and blockings only to minimize speculation and to prevent any blooming conspiracies. I'm hoping to show y'all that there's a real life perspective here and for you to realize that normal shit happens too. Not everything is something sinister. I didn't discover some sinister secret. I know everything, and I also know what not to talk about. Some things are just, none of anyone's business. If I had intestinal COVID and squirted Rhea for 2 weeks, it's none of you guys' business. But leaving people in the dark about certain things is just not an option for me. I'm an open book, and this is my life too. I'm going to address everybody as their gender or their title to avoid sound bites of me out there, saying things like, Joe's a jerk or whatever. The person in question, the guy we're talking about here, actually I'm going to be talking about two guys, and this is going to be a temporary podcast because neither of those people are famous enough for this podcast. I consider this person family, but again, to give a real life twist to it, y'all know families have fallings out. And whether it's your brother bringing your worst enemy to your wedding or sisters getting in a fist fight at a family barbecue, there's a falling out and an unblocking that happens afterwards, and it could be temporary or it could be permanent. Everybody knows that I went around defending this dude over and over. I was basically his pit bull, risking my own career and life in general just to set the record straight and to fight false accusations against him. And even though the pit bull was fed kibble and chained to a pole in the backyard, I would still come out and defend this dude if I heard false accusations. If I heard that he's shitty to fat queers who've stood by his side for years, I would say, hell yeah, he is. Oh, fuck yeah, definitely shitty to fat queers. I gotta say, he was great for the first 5 years. We're talking super nice, appreciative, just anything that you'd want from someone that you're working for. It was rewarding, and I fully believe in him, so it was exciting to work for this person who's on his way up. But then I would say about that time, 5 years in, I started to feel unappreciated for multiple reasons. And so I was like, I'm going to start charging. And that didn't go well at first, but it smoothed out over time. And, I'm doing everything from styling to even PR, honey. And finally, getting paid for it. Along the way, of course, his relationship with the lovely princess unfolded, and he started to, be less appreciative. No matter what anybody says, he is the best thing for her. He is her pit bull. He has stopped so much and helped in so many ways and been through so much along the way. None of y'all have any idea. He fell deeply in love. It was his dream girl, no matter what anyone thinks. So along with her came the gay BFF. And I don't know why, but I've just never liked him. Bad energy, bad vibes. Reminds me of Gollum from Lord of the Rings. I don't know what it is. He did nothing to me in the beginning, and I just didn't like him. And obviously, the husband has to accept the friends of his wife. But you don't have to be the three amigos. Also, I can say just my radar was up. Every red flag was flying. I had bad intuition and constant suspicion about this dude with no evidence. I knew he was doing what everyone else does in these type of situations that he finds himself in. And in the end now, I just think that he's an idiot with good intention who is also a leech. So there is some conflict in there. Because if you're an idiot, your good intentions always end up screwed up. Especially if those good intentions are for your agenda or for your benefit as well. Either way, I'm a couple of years into my unappreciated phase when some false stories started to be leaked about our princess. So the gay BFF thought it would be cute for him to go around asking people in our circle if Maxi might have been the leaker. And like in any murder mystery or murder thing you watch, the murderer is pointing the fingers, saying, "Oh, you think Mrs. Kravitz might have done it?" So people don't suspect them, which I do, and it's just a suspicion. And based on the guilty behavior of everyone in history. So I tell the guy that I'm working for, the family member whom I have defended for years, that he better have the gay BFF call and apologize to me immediately. He does. They call me right away. And unfortunately, the apology never surfaced. Instead, I was lectured about my social media. Now, in Hollywood, being a leaker is detrimental to your career. Because even though I in my podcast will eventually name every single person I've ever met or worked with, I'm not leaking anything. I'm just giving my opinions about those people.